Let's go Chiefs fans. Let's talk about what's making waves ahead of Sunday's matchup. Some things happened that no one expected with safeties Bryan Cook and Justin Reid. Both were issued fines, and you can bet the refs will be keeping a close eye on both players on Sunday. I'll tell you everything that happened. But don't worry, let's keep the energy strong as we chase another Super Bowl title. Coach Andy Reid has made it clear that he's hungry to win. I personally believe we will win. If you do too, hit that like button hard. If possible, comment like this: "Let's go Chiefs. Let's win the Super Bowl." As the Chiefs prepare to face the Buffalo Bills in what promises to be a thrilling AFC Championship game, two Kansas City defensive players are making headlines, but not for the reasons you might expect. Safeties Bryan Cook and Justin Reid have been fined by the NFL for incidents in last week's divisional round win over Houston. Bryan Cook was fined $8,443 for unnecessary roughness after a hip-dropping tackle during the first quarter. While it was a physical play, the league deemed it too aggressive, increasing the scrutiny that defensive players are under in today's NFL. Meanwhile, Justin Reid was fined $14,069 for unsportsmanlike conduct after a rough gesture late in the fourth quarter. That's a hefty fine for a key leader in Kansas City's secondary. With those fines, you can bet the referees will be keeping a close eye on both players on Sunday. The Chiefs' defense has been a cornerstone of the team's success. The team is the most likely to face the postseason, and any extra attention from the referees could impact how they play against Josh Allen and the Bills' explosive offense. Kickoff is set for just after 6 p.m. Eastern Time at Arrowhead Stadium, with Jim Nantz, Tony Romo, and Tracy Wolfson on the call for CBS. The stakes couldn't be higher. The winner will punch their ticket to New Orleans for Super Bowl 59. Now, Chiefs fans, what do you think of these fines? Do you think the NFL is being too harsh, or do you see this as a fair decision? Now, let's talk about one of the unsung heroes of this incredible Chiefs team, Juju Smith-Schuster. While Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce grab the headlines, there's no denying the value Juju brings to the table. He's no longer just a receiver. He's become a vocal leader in the locker room and a constant presence on a team that's chasing what's never been done before, a third Super Bowl title. This week, Juju spoke about the mindset it takes to thrive in moments like these. "It's all about focusing on the day-to-day," he said. "You can't look at game day. You have to execute every day leading up to it. Everything about the playoffs is heightened, the atmosphere, the stakes, so you have to match that energy and raise it." That's the attitude of someone who knows what it takes to succeed at the highest level. Juju's role may not be as flashy as Mahomes' deep pass or Kelce's catching impossible catches, but don't underestimate his impact. Just look at last year's Super Bowl win over the Eagles. In one of the game's most crucial moments, it was Juju's route that drew the game-winning pass interference call, setting the stage for Harrison Butker's game-winning field goal. He didn't need a catch on that play to make the difference. His awareness and execution spoke volumes. This week, Juju doubled down on the importance of mental preparation. "Before you step on the field, you have to play the game in your head," he shared. "Watch every route, every snap. Know your assignments inside out. Details win championships, and we can't afford to slip up, especially against a team like Buffalo." That level of focus is what separates the great players from the good, and it's why Juju is such an invaluable piece of this team's DNA. And let's not ignore the challenge ahead. The Bills are a legitimate threat with Josh Allen leading the way. Arrowhead will be on fire, as always, but Buffalo is hungry, and we all know the stakes are as high as they can get. This game will likely come down to trenches, turnovers, and yes, those unexpected heroes who step up in the biggest moments. Juju's track record in big moments makes him one to watch. Chiefs fans, what do you think? Do you see Juju stepping up in another big moment this Sunday, or is there someone else you think will step up? Just hours before their highly anticipated AFC Championship matchup against the Buffalo Bills, the Kansas City Chiefs have made an intriguing roster move. Wide receiver Justin Ross has been elevated to the active roster for tonight's game. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ross hasn't exactly been a key part of the offense this season, with just 6 career receptions for 53 yards. But this move could be about depth and preparation as the Chiefs face a Bills team that's on fire. Why elevate Ross now? It's likely a precautionary measure. If an injury or unexpected situation occurs during the game, Ross could step in and provide some fresh legs and talent. While his opportunities have been limited, let's not forget the potential this guy brings. Chiefs fans will remember his standout college career at Clemson, where he was a key part of the championship-winning team. Could tonight be the moment Ross finally gets his chance to shine on the NFL's biggest stage? Only time will tell. Now, let's look at what the Chiefs are up against. The Bills have already proven they can beat Kansas City, as we saw earlier this season in their 30-21 win. Josh Allen is a dual-threat quarterback who is more than capable of making plays with both his arm and his legs. The Bills' defense will also try to pressure Patrick Mahomes, contain him in the pocket, and limit those signature big plays that make the Chiefs so dangerous. On the other hand, you know Mahomes and the Chiefs' offense won't make it easy. With Travis Kelce leading the charge and the offensive line stepping up in a big way, the Chiefs have all the tools they need to contain Buffalo's game plan. And let's not forget the advantage of Arrowhead, the fans, the noise, the energy. It's going to be electrifying. For the Bills to have a chance, they're going to have to play a near-perfect game. Allen will have to protect the ball, make smart decisions, and keep the chains moving. Turnovers can be the deciding factor in a matchup like this, and Buffalo can't afford to give Mahomes and company extra opportunities. So, Chiefs fans, what do you think of the decision to elevate Justin Ross? Could it be a strategic move that pays off in a big way, or is it just a depth move to cover all the bases? We have a fascinating topic to talk about now. As the Chiefs gear up for another big run at the AFC Championship, a story is quietly brewing in the background. Could Andy Reid retire in the next 5 seasons? Now, before you panic, let's get this straight. Reid is under contract through 2029, and with the incredible dynasty he's building here in Kansas City, it's hard to imagine him stepping away anytime soon. But even Coach Reid himself has hinted that the possibility of retirement is on the horizon. In an interview last summer, Reid said, "I'll be 71 at the end of this contract, and that feels really old, you know. I don't really know. I know I'm on the low end of this thing and not the high end of the net." Asterisk while he's fully focused on the present, playoff games, film study, and maybe even a shot at a historic three-peat, it's natural to start wondering what the future might hold. If Reid were to step down, the most logical successor might already be in the building, defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo. Spags has proven time and time again that he's a master tactician, especially when it comes to designing defenses that shine in the postseason. He's been an integral part of the Chiefs' success, and his experience as the former head coach of the New York Giants gives him an edge over the competition. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Reid has shown no signs of slowing down yet, and with the possibility of cementing his legacy with a 3rd consecutive Super Bowl, he's more motivated than ever. Chiefs fans, this is a special era we're living in, and Andy Reid is the mastermind behind it all. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Reid will coach until the end of his contract, or could we see a transition to Steve Spagnuolo in the coming years? Leave your thoughts in the comments below and let me know what you think.